Ashley, and I am out here at the Silver Lake Fen. So as part of our Glacier Landmark Tour, our virtual Glacier Landmark Tour, I'm going to talk about fens and how they are really cool ecosystems that we have thanks to glaciers coming through the area many years ago. So about 10,000 years ago was when we had glaciers here. So what exactly is a fen and where exactly am I? So fens they're a type of wetland, and they're a peat-forming wetland that's dominated by sedges and grasses. And what's really cool about fens is that they have this groundwater that's calcium and magnesium rich, and so it percolates up, and then it constantly has this saturated soil surface, so it constantly has water, but it's not ever super flooded. So it's a really cool habitat. Since there constantly is a source of water, it's really good habitat for a lot of different birds and animals and plants. I know you can't smell it the way that I can, but the magnesium and the calcium kind of creates like a sulfur smell, so that's something that's also very interesting about our Silver Lake Fen. If you want to look, you can see a little closer. There's these really cool snails here, and so we have 7 different species of snails in our Silver Lake Fen. And then you can also find like frogs, sometimes toads, lots of different birds. There's like the grassland sandpiper and a sora rail that like to call this area home. But these pools that we see here, these are called flarks. And so flarks are basically when the peat gets a little bit too heavy and it slides down, and this creates a window into the peat. So I know it doesn't look super deep, but I'm going to show you guys that they are in fact a little deeper than they appear. So maybe this only looks about, I don't know, 3 inches deep. I want you guys to keep an eye on my arm. Oh, so you can see it went all the way up. I had my fingers completely outstretched. It went all the way up past my elbow. I could have gone even further if it weren't for my coat. So these are our flarks. So if you ever come out to the Silver Lake Fen, you definitely don't want to step in it. You might lose a boot. You'll probably go all the way up to maybe past your knee, with past my elbow. So that gives you kind of an idea of how deep these flarks are. Something that's also really cool about the Silver Lake Fen is that this peat over time, it becomes bog-like. So when you jump, it's kind of like you're jumping on a trampoline. So if you want to look at the flark as I jump, you can see it kind of moves. Even as far as like over there, you can see it kind of moving. So it's really fun whenever we bring groups out here. We always tell them, you know, one half of the group stands still while the other half jumps. And you can usually, the group that's standing still can feel that group jumping. So if you ever get a chance, I highly recommend coming out to the Silver Lake Fen. It's a really cool area. And fens are created, I haven't even said how they were created yet, but they're created because many years ago we had glacial till. And so glacial till is kind of like dirty ice. It's glacier melt that has sediment in it. And this glacial till, on top of it was deposited a layer of like sand and gravel. And so then as the glacial till melted, it created a underground pathway up into the soil surface. So fens are a rare ecosystem, and so we're really lucky that we have it here in Dickinson County. And it's just really cool. So if you ever get a chance, come check it out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little talk about the Silver Lake Fen.